When the market's not giving you any kind of clear direction following that Bitcoin halving, whether we're going to get that post-halving dump or whether the altcoins are going to rally to the moon, all we can do is prepare for the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we've got Algorand today up about 22% for the day, and this is how I'm preparing and positioning myself for the next bull run. And Algorand's currently trading at 22 cents at the moment. So from the bottom to the top of this candle, this is a daily candle, we've got 37.19% to the upside, and we've retraced back down to 18% to the upside at the moment. So one thing in the short term, remember this is the daily chart, each one of these candles represents 1 day of price action. In the short term, what we want to do is crack trend. That's exactly what we're doing now. We're cracking trend, and we're cracking it with some velocity, which is showing strength. So we need to close the day above this trend line, and then that's going to be positive for Algorand. Don't forget, Bitcoin is the big daddy. Bitcoin's the leader, and that's going to be the main direction. So we need to prepare ourselves for the upside. You need to prepare yourselves for the downside. So that's what I'm looking for in the short term. But what I want to do is just zoom out on Algorand to the weekly chart, where each one of these candles now represents 1 week of price action. And you can see how insignificant price looks now in comparison to where Algorand's been. Does it mean that Algorand's going to make new all-time highs, go to the moon, and continue its merry way? It doesn't mean that. But however, there's lots of gains to have here if Algorand does make that positive move to the upside. So one thing that I would do here is, you can see that in the bull run of 2021, we actually didn't create that new all-time high. So that's signaling that there's a possibility that we're not going to make a new all-time high here. However, we can draw in a trend line. So we can stick the trend line from its high there all the way here, and you can see that we're forming a little bit of a wedge. However, we've made a base, the base has stayed strong, and we've been making those lower highs over a long period of time. So this is the weekly chart, and if we measured from where price action is now to where this line is without making a new high, that's 850% to the upside. If we drop the current level that we're in now, what's the potential downside here in Algorand to its bear market low? To its low, we're looking at downside from where price action's sitting, 58%. So you can see the upside potential in comparison to the downside potential. Now, how can you prepare for this? If you have got an allocation and you're looking to get into Algorand, you've researched Algorand, it's something that you're interested in, would you put all your eggs in one basket, or would you try and position yourself? Because would you be prepared for that 58% drop to the downside? And if you were prepared for that 58% drop to the downside, you're going to accumulate far more Algorand. So if you've got a buy order set in here, at this support level here, you've got a buy order set here, you've got several buy orders over here, and you position yourself over, say, 4 positions, all that's going to do is bring your average down. If Bitcoin starts dropping and we get that post-halving dump, you're going to be able to take advantage of cheaper prices and position yourself better for the next run on Algorand. So it's not all about what's happening now. It's not all about daily trend breaks. It's about sometimes zooming out, looking at the bigger picture, and finding out over a longer period of time where your position should be. So if you did find this useful, guys, check out my altcoin analysis playlist. All the requests are by you, so keep commenting what you'd like me to cover next, and I'll be happy to. Take care of yourself. Goodbye from me.